Hey guys, hope you guys are doing really well. Just a quick message here. I'm off to Manchester to meet one of my mentee, Kyle. We have a meeting with a landlord. For, I believe, a 9-bedroom property. So we'll keep you guys updated on how this one goes. This also comes to show you guys that, you know what, you have to keep on pushing and you have to really articulate your message to the agent or the landlord. Because this deal here was via landlord, but however, the message wasn't. No, it was via agent, but the message wasn't really transpired to the landlord adequately. So the landlord reached out, and then now we arranged a meeting. So we're gonna meet up with the landlord, and then have a discussion. If anything goes well, that could be a potential first deal for him. And then also, so Manchester is the Article 4 area where we're operating at. So, a lot of people said this challenge is difficult. Yes, it is, but the way you have to maneuver has to be different. I got a few clients there already that got properties. So now I'm heading to Manchester with Kyle, and so we can meet the landlord, discuss, and then so this is the type of support I give to my clients. When they get in situations like this, where I will go with them and then help them conduct this meeting. So if there's any mess up, any F up, it minimizes that, so we increase our likelihood of securing a deal. So we'll keep you guys updated. I'm leaving London now, making my way to Manchester. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. Hey guys, hope you guys are doing really well. I'm with Kyle. Kyle is one of my mentee. He's based up in Crewe, right?
Yeah, Crewe.
Cheshire, based up in Crewe. So today we had a meeting with a landlord here in Manchester. We had a meeting with a landlord. It went pretty well. It went very, very well. We viewed the property. It's a decent property. Kyle, just give us a little overview, how you found it. Give us the backstory of this property, because it's quite interesting.
Okay, yeah. Well, I first inquired about this property via an agent. I contacted the agent, arranged to get a viewing, got a viewing on the property, and then I've come back, put a proposal forward, and then I didn't really hear anything, so then I followed up, and he said the offer was too low, etc. And then I sent another proposal forward. I didn't hear back from the agent again, and then I followed up a week after, asking the agent is any updates on the property, and he wasn't really helping. He was just like, oh no, not really interested, blah blah. And then a few weeks went past. I think it was about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. And
then I had a call, actually from the landlord himself, basically asking about.
So how did the landlord find you?
Well, one was through the proposal, and also he'd also received some of my HMO letters. So we had 2 points of contact from me. And the landlord did actually mention that he had other HMO letters, but obviously because there's 2 points of contact, he's more familiar with myself, and that's why he's contacted me.
Exactly, yeah, gone. So, so you send another proposal prior to this meeting, which it was, lower than your original proposal, right?
Yep.
And then, so I came down, from London to assist you on this meeting here. What have you learned, how everything was conducting, the way I was interacting? What can you take away from, being present?
Okay, one is making sure you make good notes of what each room needs, because I found, like, when you're going around the properties quickly, for example, you don't really realise things that actually need, like the costings, and so it's important to, like, note down how much things are actually going to cost. And then also as well, when speaking to the landlord, ask questions which like highlight the pain points. So like what troubles they've had in the past, how long they've had it, if they have maintenance problems, etc. So it's all just like things like that, and all gathering all information, and then to be able to really put a good offer forward, which will work.
Yeah. For example, like this property here, it's been empty since
December.
Since December. And then, one of the key elements was finding out if it was mortgage free or not. And then from then on, you can tell from the pain point, if he's actually paying a mortgage on it, from December till now, that's costing him a lot of money. So, yeah, what else did you learn?
A lot of it was to, like I say, really take note of each room, how much the decorations will cost.
Yeah.
Because I did actually view it with the agent, not the landlord, a long time ago, but it was very rushed viewing. The agent was just kind of rushing through, this is this, and I was trying to take notes, and he's like, oh, this is this. So it's mainly just like take my time with the viewing, because I feel like I rush through viewings before.
Yeah.
And also like having time so you build a little bit of rapport with the landlord, which I feel really important. Because before it's been like, not too icebox as such, but it's just been like, oh, this is this, and it's just kind of like, no rapport there, so it will take more time.
Yeah,
definitely.
Also, like this landlord has, more properties, which can also, mean more opportunities if you do a very, very good job. By the look of it, he really want to come at the game. I think he served his time. He wants to come out and do something else, or still make money from property by less being active. But one interesting thing was also the interaction where he wanted to come to people like us. Yeah. One thing was also the type of service that he was receiving from the agent. Because when people come to me and say, oh, Napa, but why would the landlord give away a HMO property, to you or to your mentees, or why not they do it themselves? There are several factors. For example, like today, it was a clear demonstration of the two factors, right? One, he didn't want to deal with any more, students or any tenants. He's at a stage of his life now where he just wants to chill, relax, and enjoy life. He's kind of an elderly guy. His son didn't really seem interested, on what's going on. And then also the agent, he didn't really seem he received a good service from the agent. So at the back end of that, if you're not really getting a good service from the agents at the beginning, what would just imagine when they have to manage the property for you. So you'll pretty much have to be involved with every single things going on. So that's the two factors that we identified with this landlord here. So we went to Nando's, we had something to eat, and then we done our numbers again. So let's discuss about how when we was viewing the property, talking about what's gonna go into it, and then what we're gonna take away, what we're gonna paint, and then the costing of the room. How did you learn that aspect as well?
Yeah, okay. A lot of it was seeing what furniture is good, what we can reuse, what needs replacing, and just kind of like trying to visualize how the room's going to look after as such. Like you have to kind of just take it for like what it is kind of thing, and then just visualize how you kind of want it, because like there's a lot of big furniture in there, so they made the rooms look a little bit smaller than they are, so you could really open the rooms out and make them really big rooms, which would obviously maximize the profit then.
And then also I think one thing I will give you guys a tip, especially if you're meeting direct a landlord, is to know the area. Make sure you do a deep research on the area so you know exactly what you're talking about. So for example, when I was speaking to the landlord, said, oh, I know this road, I know this place, or showing him like pictures of the property that we've done before, you can tell like, he kind of felt relief and, got more inspired and confident, what, I can work with people here, rather than just coming around, you don't know really much what you're talking about. So that's why I believe, this type of services that I like to work one-to-one with people is very, very beneficial. But now we're just at a stage where we're going to put the offer through, a brand new offer to the landlord. The property need a very, very deep clean. It's a student property. They have a lot of furnitures in the room for some strange reason. They have a lot of furnitures. So what we're gonna do, I like naked rooms. Get rid of furnitures, bed, mattress, wardrobe, chest of drawer, add extend, and then that's it. Just give it to them like that, and then they'll bring their own stuff. But the rooms that we've seen, it was very, very saturated with lots of furnitures. So we're gonna get rid of the lot. And then I pretty much, predict we may even want to put, what's it called? a 6 weeks grace period rather than 30 days, because you know the property just need a lot of work done into it to bring it into a professional standard, because it's very, very much so on a student standard. So that's what we are. We're in Manchester here with Kyle, so that's what we did. And then you also got other deals coming up with other landlords, right?
Yeah, I've got a viewing booked in for a 10-bed soon. I think that's Tuesday or Wednesday.
Because we meant to see that one today, but we ran over time because we were speaking to the landlord.
Yeah.
Because this was more important, discussing, especially like building relationship, finding out, his pain point, his motivation, what he wants to do. See, this is the key element. Rather than just going in and start saying, okay, we'll do this, we'll do that. Find out what they want, Maybe he may want something different than what you're offering. And then once you find that out, you can start tailoring what you want according to, what they need. So, it's more of a win-win situation. So obviously this guy, you can tell, he been talking about, he done development, he built houses, he rented it before. So, you can tell he's more of a savvy investor. He's been in the game, but now he's just in a position where he wants something different, and he doesn't have the energy of doing what we're doing. Even he stated himself. So based on that point, he's open and he's willing to work with other people. But the key element as well, guys, I always say you have to have more than one point of interacting with these landlords, because he did say that he got other letters from other companies, but for the face fact that he had 2 interaction with Kyle, that's what he followed up on this letter here. So that's what we wanted to share with you guys here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna head back down south, and then Kyle, any final words or any tips you want to give people so far on the journey, how things have been, has been going?
Main tip is just keep going at it, really, because like some places I've been like so close to deals and not like they haven't gone through and stuff like that. But then you just have to keep going and they come, and then all of a sudden like I've got like 3 kind of like in the pipeline now.
Yeah.
Like from the like.
And then this one here seems like a very, very strong lead.
Yeah.
And then one also aspect, are you working full time? Are you studying? What's your position here?
Well, I do both. I work full time in engineering, and also do a HND in engineering as well.
What's a HND?
It's first year of a degree in engineering.
Okay.
So I do both at the same time, and then I do property as well. It's quite time consuming, but
exactly.
I just have to fit it all in. I have to like plan my time wisely, because I have to obviously do assignments, do my work, and property stuff as well, like viewings.
So in hindsight, you really have to organise your time adequately.
Yeah, definitely. Like I plan each day out. Like before I go to bed each night, I plan what I'm doing the next day. Because like really time consuming. Like I need to fit time in for the viewings. I need to fit time in for the assignments. Need to fit time in obviously for work as well. Maybe
and that coaching calls.
And the coaching calls, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's important to plan.
But okay, so that's good. So what tip would you give to someone that always say, "Oh, I want to do this, but I'm working full time. I don't have time. Can I still make it work?" Because you're locked up with time pretty much.
Literally, plan your days out. Because you find that you waste a lot of time on like things like watching TV. Like for example, like when you finish work, you have from that time till you go to bed to do stuff, and you need to make sure you're using that time effectively. Which is why I have a planner for each day, and then literally like I'm trying to like maximize what I get out of the time, and obviously add rest in there when needed. But then it also makes everything structured, and then I literally just do what's in the planner, so then it stops me procrastinating as well. So we get more stuff done, and it's very good if you're planning like calls and stuff like that to agents, and like you can put follow-ups for like the next week to agents and stuff like that, which I found really helpful for me, because then you've got your follow-ups in there as well.
Okay, sounds good, man. Okay, that sounds good, guys. Carl, much appreciate. Thank you guys for watching, and then we should speak to you guys very, very soon.
No.